My dear friend, welcome. Take a slow breath and give yourself permission to settle into this moment. Feel the quiet space that lives just beneath the surface of thoughts. Even if the day has been busy, even if the heart feels tender, there is still a gentle place inside that is always ready to hold you. Let your shoulders soften a little. Let the jaw loosen and allow the eyes to rest. With each breath, the body sends a simple message. You are safe here now. Give that message a chance to reach every cell. Perhaps feelings have been swirling like leaves in the wind. Worry, sadness, confusion, maybe even anger that has no clear name. Nothing about those feelings makes you weak or wrong. They only show that you are alive and sensitive. When a wave of emotion rises, it often brings a story along with it, and the story can sound so loud that peace feels distant. Yet peace has not left. It simply waits for the mind to become still enough to notice it again. Breathe in and gently say within, "It's all right for me to be exactly as I am." In this caring inner space, picture the heart as a soft petal opening with each inhale. The heart has known joy, but it has also carried disappointments that seem too heavy to speak aloud. Here and now, the heart is offered a warm blanket of kindness. There is no need to push feelings away. Let them settle like sand at the bottom of clear water. Place a hand over the heart center if that feels natural, allowing skin to meet skin, so the body senses comfort that words cannot provide. Notice the breath. No need to change it at first. Simply watch as it glides in and out. Soon the breath may become a little deeper on its own. When it does, breathe in ease, breathe out tension, breathe in hope, breathe out doubt. With each cycle, the mind grows quieter. In that quiet, a soft voice inside whispers, "I have survived every moment until now, and I can handle the one that is here." Healing is not a race. Healing is a gradual unfurling, like the morning light stretching across the sky. There is no clock measuring how quickly you should feel better. Instead, honor every tiny opening, every breath that creates a little more space inside the chest. Some days will feel lighter, other days heavier. Both belong. Trust that the direction is always forward, even if the pace feels slow. You might notice small waves of ease begin to flow through the body. The shoulders drop, the brow smooths, a soft warmth spreads through the belly. These sensations are the nervous system saying thank you for the pause. Speak gently to the body as one would to a dear child. You're doing so well. You've carried so much. Let it be lighter now. If tears come, let them come. Tears are not weakness. They are the eye's way of washing the soul. If a smile appears, welcome it too, for a smile is a sign that hope is moving through again. Neither tears nor smiles need explanation. They can simply rise and fall like sun and rain. Allow a simple inner statement to settle in the mind, repeating it softly for a few breaths. It is safe for me to pause. Feel how this affirmation lands. Sense its truth echo inside the chest, the throat, the belly. Whenever life feels rushed, return to this one sentence. It opens a doorway to peace faster than any outer solution. Every breath taken with loving awareness feeds the cells with new life. Old thought patterns that once felt carved in stone begin to loosen. With each exhale, the body lets go of a little more tension. With each inhale, fresh energy circulates. Picture that energy as warm sunlight moving through the bloodstream, reaching fingers and toes, warming the heart center, soothing the mind. Know that you are not alone on this path. Millions of hearts beat with similar questions, similar aches, and similar hopes. Each time one person chooses kindness toward the self, a ripple of calm circles out to others. By taking this small pause now, you join a silent choir of souls, choosing peace. Hold this gentle inner space for a moment longer, letting the breath remain steady and kind. Feel the firmness of the chair or floor beneath you, the air against the skin, the quiet hum of life around. Let gratitude for this simple pause bloom in the chest. The pause is the doorway. Step through whenever you need sanctuary. When you are ready, carry this softness into the next moment, knowing the door is always open. Feelings often linger long after the event that sparked them has passed. They settle into muscles, dwell in the stomach, rest along the back. Sometimes they hide so well that only a vague heaviness hints at their presence. Emotional weight is simply energy waiting for acknowledgement. It is neither a flaw nor a failing. It is an unspoken story longing to be heard with kindness. Think of an old suitcase left in an attic. Inside lie souvenirs, letters, perhaps even clothes that no longer fit. The suitcase is not bad, it is just full. In the same way, the body can feel full of untended feelings. The first step is not to empty everything at once, but to open the lid with gentle curiosity. Notice what rests inside without labels, such as good or bad. Notice with compassionate attention. Judgment stiffens the body and ties knots in the mind. Compassion loosens those knots. Where judgment says, I should be stronger, compassion says, it makes sense that I feel tender after what I have been through. Where judgment declares, I ought to be over this by now, compassion responds, feelings have their own timing, and that timing is wise. Let compassion speak more often. Its voice is soft yet strong. Pause and scan the body from crown to feet. Where does heaviness dwell? Perhaps in the throat, a tight band around words unspoken. Perhaps in the chest, a pressure that makes deep breathing hard. Perhaps in the lower back, a dull ache from carrying invisible burdens. As awareness lands on each area, breathe warmth into it. Picture gentle light flooding that space, loosening tension, creating room for ease. Speak silently to the place that feels tight. Dear body, I notice you. I care for you. I no longer need to hold this pain alone. Hold the breath for a moment, then release with a sigh. Even a small sigh helps the nervous system settle. Repeat as often as you wish. The body listens, and over time it will trust this caring attention. Some feelings may rise to the surface: disappointment, fear, grief, perhaps even shame. Instead of turning away, greet each one like a visitor at the door. Say inwardly, I see you. Feelings soften when they are seen. They harden when ignored or criticized. Your acknowledgement alone begins the healing. Just as clouds drift across the sky, emotions move across the inner landscape. No cloud stays forever, neither does any feeling. Even when a sky looks heavy, sunlight remains above the clouds. In the same way, love remains present, even when the heart feels cloudy. Trust that truth, and the weight begins to lift. If the mind tries to compare your journey to anyone else's, gently guide it back. This path is my own, and it unfolds at the perfect pace for me. Comparison is another form of judgment that tightens the heart. Release it like a leaf set free in a stream. Watch it float away and turn attention back to the body's signals, the breath's rhythm, the quiet space inside. Offer a short, soothing affirmation, repeating it slowly. I allow my feelings to flow through me like a gentle river. Feel the words ripple through the chest. Say them again, matching the pace of the breath. Notice any shift, even a small one. That shift is a sign of loosened grip, proof that compassion is working. Writing can help feelings move from inside the body onto the page. Consider keeping a simple notebook. Set aside a few minutes to write, "Today I feel," and let the hand move without censorship. Spelling and grammar do not matter. What matters is releasing what lies within. Seeing words on paper often brings clarity. After writing, close the notebook and take a breath of relief. Part of the weight has been placed down. Throughout this process, keep kindness at the forefront. Speak to yourself as you would to someone you cherish. Offer patience, offer softness, offer encouragement. These offerings reach places inside that advice alone cannot touch. With each act of kindness, emotional weight begins to loosen its hold. Know that every breath, every gentle acknowledgement, every kind word is progress. Progress is sometimes quiet, sometimes invisible at first, but it is no less real. Feel the steady beat of the heart, a drum reminding you that life supports healing with each pulse. Trust that support. Allow the weight to grow lighter, one compassionate breath at a time. Beneath thoughts and feelings lies a field of quiet awareness, a space that never leaves, though it can be overlooked. This awareness is like the clear sky beyond passing weather. Thoughts may swirl like wind, feelings may pour like rain, yet a vast calm remains open and steady beyond it all. Touching that calm does not mean stopping thought. It means resting beside thought, letting it come and go without pulling you away. Begin by noticing the very act of noticing. Right now, you notice breath, body, perhaps sounds in the room. Who is doing the noticing? There is a witness, silent and kind, that watches without judgment. Place attention on that witness for a moment. Feel the spaciousness it offers. Thoughts keep moving, but there is room around them now, like space between branches where light comes through. To lean into awareness, bring gentle focus to the breath again. Follow one inhale from start to finish, sensing the air at the nostrils, the lift of the chest, the expansion in the belly. Then track one exhale all the way out, feeling the soft release. Stay with the next inhale, the next exhale. If the mind wanders, guide it back without scolding. This simple act trains attention to rest in the present instead of racing into the past or future. Awareness grows each time you notice a thought rather than merge with it. A thought may say, "Things will never change." Awareness observes the thought and quietly replies, "That is a passing idea, not a fact." Another thought may say, "I can't handle this feeling." Awareness watches and responds, "The feeling is strong, yet strength within me is stronger." In this way, awareness becomes a loving guide rather than a distant observer. Place a hand on the belly and feel each rise and fall. Whisper internally, "I am willing to rest in the stillness beneath my thoughts." Say it again slowly. Notice any warmth or tingling that spreads. The body often answers such willingness with a sense of ease. Stillness is not empty. It is full of quiet life, like rich soil holding unseen seeds. Within that soil, new peace takes root. When an emotion surges, awareness can greet it gently. There is anger. There is sadness. Notice how different that feels from saying, "I am angry," or "I am sad." Identifying with emotion tightens its grip. Witnessing it creates distance and choice. From that distance, you can breathe, soothe the body, and decide the next loving action rather than react from pain. Even short moments of awareness bring benefits. Pause at a red light and feel the steering wheel under the fingers. Notice the breath. Stand in line and feel the soles of the feet on the floor. Lying in bed, listen to the heartbeat. These glimpses add up. weaving a thread of calm through daily life. Over time, the thread becomes a sturdy cord, strong enough to hold steady during storms. Offer another gentle affirmation to root awareness. I am willing to see with calm eyes. Repeat it with each inhale. Feel the forehead smooth, the neck soften. Let the words settle in the chest. Use them whenever thoughts race or feelings surge. The words guide attention back to the witness, back to the quiet field within. Awareness also listens to the body's subtle signals: tightness, warmth, tingling. Each signal is information, not threat. If the stomach clenches, awareness notes it. A tightening is here. Then breathe into that area, offering softness. If the heart pounds, awareness says, the heart is working hard. Place a palm on the heart and speak kindly. Thank you for keeping me alive. Acknowledgement alone can calm the body's alarm. There is no need to force stillness. Sudden silence can feel unsettling if forced. Instead, invite stillness like a close friend. Set aside a few moments each day to sit quietly, eyes open or closed, and notice whatever arises. Thoughts will come, feelings will come. Awareness welcomes them all and stays steady. Gradually, the mind learns that it can rest without losing control. Peace becomes familiar rather than foreign. As awareness deepens, life's small wonders become clear. Color seems brighter, music softer yet richer, a sip of water more refreshing. These simple joys were always present. Awareness just shines light on them. Savoring these moments nourishes the soul, making it easier to face challenges with grace. Finally, honor the willingness that brought you to this practice. Willingness itself is a sign of inner strength and wisdom. Whisper softly, each breath brings me closer to peace. Feel the truth of those words. Not every moment will be calm, yet awareness remains available in all moments. Let that truth settle deep within. Carry it into whatever comes next, knowing the quiet field is always one breath away. Sometimes the most powerful change begins with the smallest, most tender gesture. A loving pause, one simple, intentional moment of presence, can begin to unlock emotions that have been buried for years. This pause doesn't ask for big effort or dramatic action. It asks only for presence, for softness, for attention. When life feels fast and emotions feel tangled, creating a moment of inner stillness can bring peace to the entire system, mind, body, and spirit. Let's gently explore this loving pause together. Picture this. In the middle of a thought, a reaction, or a busy day, you pause, not to fix, not to control, but to listen. You close your eyes if that feels safe. Take a breath and place your hand on your heart or belly. This hand becomes a signal to the body. I am here with you. The mind may still chatter, but in this moment, awareness enters the space. That's all it takes to begin. As you breathe, bring your attention inward. Ask gently, what do I need right now? And let the answer arise without pressure. It may come in a word, a feeling, or even a silence. If no answer comes, that's okay too. The act of asking is enough to remind the inner self that it matters. It's a practice of reconnecting with the part of you that always holds wisdom, the part that knows how to heal. Now add a few gentle words, softly spoken within the mind. Words like, it's okay to slow down, or this moment is enough. The power of these statements is not in their complexity, but in their sincerity. Let each word land like a feather on still water. Let them ripple outward, soothing the nervous system, calming the thoughts, softening the breath. These are affirmations, not loud demands, but soft invitations. Try one now. I am safe to rest in this moment. Feel how the body responds. Maybe the shoulders drop slightly, or the breath deepens without effort. These responses are signs that the body understands the language of love. Each time you offer yourself this simple trick, a loving pause, you give the inner world permission to settle and trust. This practice can happen anywhere, while washing your hands, before answering a message, in the middle of a disagreement, or lying in bed at night. It doesn't require a special room or the perfect setting. It only requires willingness. A few seconds of quiet attention can do more to shift emotional patterns than hours of worry or overthinking. Stillness isn't the absence of activity. It's the return to truth, the remembering of peace. Over time, the body begins to anticipate these moments and even crave them. They become a safe home you can return to again and again. And slowly, what once felt like storms of emotion begin to soften. They don't vanish completely, but they pass through more quickly, with less struggle. They know they're no longer being resisted. They are being heard. Let's repeat a few affirmations that support this practice of the loving pause. I am allowed to take a breath and begin again. My feelings are safe with me. I hold space for peace to find me. Each affirmation can be spoken slowly, paired with the breath, like a prayer for the nervous system. With time, they become part of the mind's natural rhythm, offering comfort in moments of overwhelm or sadness. Think of this practice like placing a warm cloth over a wound, not to hide it, but to comfort it. The wound may not heal instantly, but with care and presence, healing becomes possible. The pause is not about getting rid of emotion, but about creating space for emotion to move, to shift, to soften. Within that space, stillness blooms. So let the day unfold with room for these sacred pauses. Don't worry about how long they last. One conscious breath is enough. One kind thought toward yourself is enough. These small choices add up. They create an inner environment where love can grow and healing can begin. As the pause becomes part of your rhythm, life feels less reactive. You respond instead of react. You breathe instead of brace. You listen instead of judge. That is how emotional healing begins, not with force, but with presence. This is your sacred doorway to inner stillness, and it is always open. The mirror shows us more than a reflection. It shows us where our love begins, or where it has been withheld. For many, the mirror becomes a place of criticism or avoidance. But what if it could become something else? What if, instead of judgment, it became a meeting place with the soul? Mirror work is not about vanity or appearance. It is about connection. It is about looking into your own eyes and saying, "You matter to me." Begin slowly. Stand before a mirror, not to inspect, but to greet. Let the gaze be soft. Let the shoulders relax. Look gently into your own eyes and see the being who has been through so much and is still here, still trying, still learning to love. This is not about pretending or performing. This is about real presence, honest and kind. Start with a simple phrase. I am willing to love you. If it feels too hard to say, I love you, that's okay. I am willing opens the door. Let the words land in the body. Maybe they create warmth in the chest or stir up tears. All responses are welcome. All feelings have a place here. Try saying the phrase again, slowly, looking into the eyes in the mirror. I am willing to love you. Let the tone be gentle, as you would speak to someone you deeply care for. If it feels uncomfortable, know that this is normal. Love often feels unfamiliar when it hasn't been freely given. Stay with the discomfort, not to push through it, but to witness it with compassion. Over time, this daily practice can shift deep patterns. The mirror becomes a place of reunion with the self. You begin to see not only the outer reflection, but the inner light. The eyes begin to soften, the posture becomes more open, and the words start to feel true. This is how trust with the self is rebuilt, through quiet, consistent kindness. Even 1 minute a day can make a difference. In the morning, before the world speaks to you, speak to yourself. In the evening, when the world's noise fades, offer yourself a kind word. This creates a loop of support that doesn't depend on anyone else. You become the source of your own love, and that changes everything. As the mirror becomes familiar, so do the affirmations. You may find your own phrases arising naturally, like, "You are doing your best, and that is enough." "I forgive you for not knowing before." "You are learning how to love, and that is a beautiful thing." Let the words come from the heart, not from a script. Let them be true for the moment. There is no need to force belief, only to offer willingness. Belief will grow from repetition, from feeling, from presence. There may be days when tears come before words. Let that be okay. Tears are truth in liquid form. They carry what words cannot say. Let them fall without apology. The mirror will not turn away. The reflection remains steady and accepting, waiting only for you to meet yourself. And if one day you feel nothing, do not be discouraged. Love does not always show up with fireworks. Sometimes it whispers, sometimes it waits. Your only task is to keep showing up. The mirror work is a gift you give to the part of you that was never properly seen. With time, that part begins to shine. This practice may feel simple, but it touches deep places. It teaches the nervous system safety. It calms the critical voice. It opens the heart. And slowly, the mirror becomes not just a reflection, but a friend, a quiet witness to your journey toward wholeness. Try this today. Look into your own eyes and say, "I see you. I care for you." Let the silence hold what words cannot. Then breathe and allow that love to be enough for now. The body has its own language. It speaks through sensations, tightness, warmth, heaviness, lightness. When we ignore these signals, they grow louder. But when we listen with kindness, the body softens and begins to trust. Emotions don't live in the mind alone. They settle in the muscles, the breath, the skin, the heartbeat. Healing begins when we include the body in our care. Close your eyes for a moment and tune in. Notice the space between the eyebrows. Does it feel tight or relaxed? Move down to the jaw. Does it grip or hang loose? Now the throat. Can the breath pass freely? Continue downward. Shoulders, chest, belly, hips, legs, feet. Where is there ease? Where is there tension? This is not about changing anything, just becoming aware. Awareness is the first act of love. Once we are aware, we can begin to respond. If there is tightness in the chest, place a gentle hand there. Breathe into that space, not to fix, but to acknowledge. Say silently, "I feel you. You are welcome here." This small gesture invites the body to release, to feel supported, to heal. Emotions often appear in the body before the mind can name them. A flutter in the belly may signal anxiety. A heaviness in the limbs may hold grief. A burning in the throat may carry anger that has not found voice. These sensations are not enemies. They are messengers. Their presence means something within is ready to be known, to be seen. By speaking to the body with kindness, we rewrite old scripts. Where once there was silence or shame, there is now presence. Whisper gently to the place that hurts, "You are not alone anymore." Notice how even that soft statement begins to change the way the body feels. Try a few body-centered affirmations. I breathe comfort into my body. My body is a safe place for my emotions. I listen to the wisdom within every sensation. These words help the body feel acknowledged. They create a new pattern of safety and care. When repeated regularly, they become a healing rhythm. You can also use touch as a form of dialogue. Place your hands on your belly and breathe. Rest them on your heart and feel the beat. Gently rub the shoulders or hold the arms. These actions send a clear message. You are loved. The body responds to touch more quickly than it does to thoughts. In this way, healing can begin without words. Movement can also support release. Gentle stretching, slow walking, or even swaying to soft music can unlock emotions held in the tissues. You don't need a structured practice. Just let the body lead. Ask it, how would you like to move today? And trust what comes. Movement becomes medicine when done with awareness. Notice how the breath changes with attention. At first it may be shallow, but as the body feels safe, it deepens. The breath is the body's way of saying, I'm here, I'm alive. Follow it like a thread leading you back to yourself. Let each inhale be a gift, each exhale a letting go. The mind may try to take over, naming, labeling, analyzing. Gently bring it back to the body. Use the breath as an anchor. In this breath, I am present. With this breath, I release. Let the rhythm soothe you. In the end, the body doesn't ask for perfection. It asks to be included, to be loved, to be heard. When you listen deeply, you give yourself a chance to heal from the inside out. You begin to feel whole, not because everything is fixed, but because everything is finally welcomed. When the heart feels heavy and the mind is restless, words can offer comfort. Words filled with warmth and kindness are like gentle hands holding the spirit. Affirmations are not magic spells. They are loving reminders. They help reshape the inner world with softness, one breath at a time. The body listens, the mind softens, and slowly healing begins. Let's speak together a few affirmations that hold emotional safety and quiet strength. I allow my feelings to move through me with ease. It's safe for me to feel and release. My inner world is a place of peace. I forgive myself for not knowing what I know now. Each time these words are spoken with sincerity, they settle deeper into the body. You don't have to force belief. Simply repeat them gently, like planting seeds in rich soil. The seeds may rest for a time, but eventually they grow. Use affirmations when you feel overwhelmed. Use them when the heart needs soothing. Use them in moments of quiet or when the world feels too loud. Let them be like soft music playing in the background of your day. The repetition creates a rhythm that steadies the mind and opens the heart. You may choose one affirmation each day and carry it with you. Write it on a note and place it where you'll see it. Whisper it to yourself before sleep or when waking. Let it become a loving habit, a voice of support that grows stronger with time. There is no need to speak perfectly. What matters is the feeling behind the words. Speak to yourself as you would speak to someone you love deeply. Speak as though the inner child still lives within you, and it does. That child listens carefully to the words you choose. Make them kind, make them healing. Some days the affirmations will feel true, and other days they may feel far away. Both are part of the process. On difficult days, let the words simply rest beside you. You don't have to force anything. The heart opens on its own schedule. Trust that. When you practice affirmations regularly, you are reteaching the mind how to support the body. You are shifting from old stories of fear or pain to new stories of peace and self-trust. You are creating a gentle inner space where your emotional life can be held with love. Let's take a slow breath together and speak one more. I am willing to heal, and I trust that my healing is unfolding in perfect time. Feel the weight in your chest loosen, even slightly. Feel the breath carry the message through your whole body. That's all that's needed right now, just the willingness to be kind to yourself and speak to your heart with love. The mind holds thoughts, but the heart holds truth. And sometimes, to find peace, we need to gently release what no longer serves us. One of the simplest and most loving ways to do this is through writing. Not for others to read, not to make perfect, but to empty what weighs heavy in the soul. Words on paper can carry emotions safely out of the body and give clarity to confusion. Find a quiet place, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Take a notebook or a piece of paper and begin by writing a sentence such as, "Right now, I feel," or "I'm ready to let go of." Let the hand move without overthinking. Don't worry about spelling or grammar. Let the words be raw and real. Write as if no one will ever see it, because this is for you. Let yourself be honest. Let the paper hold what the heart has carried. You may find that as you write, tears come, or maybe laughter, or even silence. All are signs that healing is happening. The body releases in its own way. Let it. This is your sacred release. When you feel complete, pause. Place your hand over your heart. Breathe gently. You might choose to read your words aloud to yourself, or simply close the notebook and give thanks to your inner self for sharing. Writing is like opening a window in a stuffy room. It lets in fresh air and light. It shows the mind that it doesn't have to hold everything all the time. That's a form of freedom, and freedom is healing. You might also create a ritual of release. After writing, you can tear the paper up, burn it safely, or place it in a special box. This simple act says to your spirit, "I hear you. I honor you. I am letting this go now." And even if it takes time, the body and mind will begin to believe you. Try writing regularly, daily if it feels right, or once a week. The frequency doesn't matter as much as the sincerity. What matters is creating space to let emotions speak. They don't want to control you. They want to be heard, and when they are, they quiet naturally. Let this be a gentle invitation. You don't need to push. Just write what you feel, in your own voice, in your own way. You may discover new insights, new strength, and new softness within you. All of it is welcome. After writing, return to the breath. Speak a soft affirmation. I am safe to express myself. I let go of what no longer serves me. My heart is lighter now. These words, paired with the written release, create harmony inside. They remind every part of you that healing is not only possible, it's already happening. Stillness isn't the absence of sound or motion, it's the presence of peace, a calm that lives underneath the surface of every thought, every emotion, every moment. Stillness is always available. It may seem far away when the mind is busy or the heart is unsettled, but it hasn't left. It's waiting quietly, like a soft light under a blanket of clouds. Creating a daily moment of stillness is a gift to the self. It doesn't have to be long or perfect. Just a few minutes of quiet attention, a few slow breaths, a few loving thoughts. This practice doesn't add to your list. It takes weight away. Start with something simple. Sit quietly. Close the eyes if that feels comfortable, and let the body settle. Let the breath become your anchor. Inhale gently. Exhale slowly. With each breath, release a little tension. With each exhale, let go of a little more. Say softly inside, "This is my time to be still." Feel how the body responds. Notice the heartbeat, the rise and fall of the chest. Notice the spaces between sounds. These are the doorways to stillness. You don't have to try to be still. You only need to stop trying so hard. Let everything relax. You may choose to light a candle, hold a soft object, or sit by a window, but these are only supports. The true stillness is inside you. It is found when you no longer chase peace from the outside, but allow it to rise from within. In this space, speak softly to yourself. I welcome stillness into my day. My mind is a quiet garden, and I tend it with care. In stillness, I hear my true voice. Let these affirmations be like drops of calm water on a warm stone. They bring coolness to the mind. They ease the body. They help remind you that underneath every rush, there is always a place to rest. Stillness doesn't mean nothing happens. It means what happens comes from a clear space. You act from love, not fear. You speak from peace, not tension. You rest in the knowing that life moves more easily when guided by calmness. If thoughts arise, let them pass like leaves on a stream. Watch them come, watch them go. Don't cling, don't chase. Just return to the breath. Return to the still space in the center of your being. This is where healing lives. This is where clarity blooms. In time, you may notice that stillness begins to show up more often during conversations, in decision-making, even in difficult moments. It becomes your companion, your guide, your safe space. And if a day feels noisy or rushed, that's all right. Stillness is patient. It doesn't judge. It simply waits for your return. And every time you return, you deepen your connection to yourself. So take a breath now. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel the gentle air on your skin. Say softly, "Peace lives in me, and I can return to it whenever I choose." That is the gift of stillness. That is the key to emotional ease. You have given your heart a beautiful gift: time, presence, attention. In a world that asks so much from the outside, you have turned inward and offered love to yourself. That is not a small act. That is a powerful step toward healing. Healing doesn't always look like a bright light or a big breakthrough. Sometimes it looks like a quiet breath, a kind word spoken in the mirror, a moment of stillness when the world says rush. These small, soft steps create deep change. They remind you that peace is not found. It is remembered. The body has listened. The heart has softened. The mind has slowed. You are learning that healing is not about becoming someone new. It is about returning to the truth of who you already are, whole, worthy, and deeply lovable. Whatever you are carrying, you do not have to carry it alone. You have tools now, affirmations that calm the mind, breath that soothes the body, touch that comforts, and stillness that centers. These are always with you. They are part of you. Let your inner voice speak to you with love. Let your thoughts become gentler. Let your actions reflect the deep care you have begun to offer to yourself. This is your path, and you are walking it beautifully. Repeat this now, softly, with your hand on your heart. I am healing, and I am safe in my healing. My feelings are valid, and I am learning to hold them with love. Peace flows through me with every breath. Let those words stay with you. Let them guide you as you move into your next moment, your next day. Trust that each small act of love you give to yourself echoes through every part of your life. You are growing, you are blooming, and all is well. With love always, keep going gently. You are doing beautifully.